Welcome to VIMA Learning. Let's break down another key GCSE maths question. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a revision hack. Ready? Let's get started.
Now this question is centered around quadratic equations. Our question says we should solve x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. So we have to solve for x. Now before we go into solving this question, we should know that there are three methods for solving quadratic equations. The first method is the factorization method, the second method is completing the square method, and the third method is the quadratic formula method, which is popularly called the formula method. But for this question, we are going to be using the factorization method. Now, let's go into solving this question. In trying to use the factorization method, you need to bring out both the middle term, which in this case is minus 5, and the last term, which in this case is plus 6. So you look at the question or the equation, you bring out the middle term, which is the coefficient of x in the middle of the equation, which is minus 5, and then the last term, which is plus 6. Now what we need to do is to look for two numbers that will give us a sum of the middle term minus 5 and give us a product of the last term plus 6. So we will try to look for two numbers that when we add together they give us minus 5. When we multiply those same numbers, we should get plus 6. Two numbers that satisfy these conditions are minus 2 and minus 3. Now let's check. If you do minus 2 plus minus 3, we are going to get minus 5, because minus or times plus gives us minus. So if we open the bracket, it becomes minus 2 minus 3, which is minus 5. If we multiply them together, minus 2 times minus 3, we're going to get plus 6, because minus times minus gives us plus. So now we've gotten our two numbers. What we have to do now is to try to bring it back into the equation. So this becomes x squared. We are going to replace the middle term with our two values, minus 2x minus 3x plus 6 is equals to 0. So you can see we've replaced minus 5 in the equation with our two values. So you would replace your middle term with whatever values you got. Now the next step is to group them into two brackets. So we have x squared minus 2x, one bracket, and then the second bracket will be 3x minus 6. Now the reason why it's minus 6 is because if we try to open up the bracket, this sign is going to change it back to plus. So because of the bracket and the sign and the negative sign in front of it, that's why it changed from plus to minus. Now in factorizing, you are trying to find out what's common to both sides. So in the first bracket, what is common to both x squared and 2x is x. So you bring out what is common to both outside the bracket and leave the remaining one inside, because if you open it up, we are still going to get what is inside the bracket. Same thing we do for the second one. What is common to both 3x and 6 is 3, because 3 is a factor of 3x and 6. So if you bring out the 3, what will be left in the bracket will be x minus 2. Now when you get to this stage, you will discover that you have two similar brackets, and that should tell you that you're on the right track. If you get to this stage and your two brackets are not the same, what you have in the first one is not the same as what you have in the second one, then you should check your work, because there might be an error. When you've gotten here now, you take what is outside and put inside the bracket, so it becomes x minus 3 in a bracket. Since we have two similar brackets, we just have to pick one, x minus 2. Now if this question has said we should factorize x squared minus 5x plus 6, this is where we would stop. But since we are to solve for x, then we have to equate it to 0, just as the question says. So this means that both brackets are equal to 0. So this is now x minus 3 equals to 0, or x minus 2 equals to 0. Now in algebra, when you have x minus 3 is equals to 0, when we take 3 to the other side, it changes to positive, so x is equals to 3. Same way for the second one, x is equals to 2. So we've gotten our answers now. So x is equals to 3 or 2. Now if you discover that when you put these same values back into the original question for x, you should get 0, because the question says x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. So when you substitute any of these values for x into the first or the original question, you would get 0. That's how to know that your answers are correct. Thank you so much. See you again. Bye-bye.
Thanks for learning with VIMA Academy. To stay ahead in your studies and join our community of successful students, check out VIMALearning.com. You can also find daily study hacks on our Instagram and TikTok at VIMA Learning. Don't forget to like and subscribe to simplify your learning journey